are back with segment 2 of the Cummins Real Estate Show with Michele Cummins and myself, Curtis Pope. Now, I know you want to get right into the stats. It's like a horse waiting to come out of the gate at the racetrack, right? You're just like, I want to go. So we'll get right to the stats.
All right. So, Fraser Valley real estate sales dip in August. Prices hold steady. So, this release came out September 5th. Yes. And we have them here for you. So the Fraser Valley Real Estate Board recorded 1,273 sales on the MLS system in August, a decrease of 6.9% compared to July, but sales were up 25.2% compared to August of last year. New sales dropped 2,622 in August. That's new listings. That's a big drop. That's a decrease of 8.2% from last month, but 28.2% above this time last year. Active listings have been rising since last December and grew again in August by 1.5%, bringing it to 6,291, just 7% off the 10-year average. A message from the president or the chair of the real estate board, Narinder Bain, says many buyers are in watchful waiting mode as they hold off on decisions in anticipation of potential further rate changes. So, with prices relatively stable and active inventory on the rise, we hope to see more listings come on stream over the next couple of months, especially if rates hold steady. With the sales to active listings ratio of 16%, the market for detached homes was balanced between supply and demand. Demand for townhouses and apartments remained stronger, 38% and 32% respectively. The market is considered balanced when the sales to active listings ratio is between 12 and 20%. Benchmark prices in the Fraser Valley remained relatively unchanged compared to last month, with gains of less than 1% across all types of property. And we'll see more in a little bit on that one. And so, on average, properties spent between 2 and 4 weeks on the market before selling. That's not bad at all. The townhouses and apartments moving faster. They take 16 and 20 days, respectively, and then detached homes are taking about, on average, 25 days. Of course, always look in your neighborhood pocket and your municipality to see directly how long it's taking your type of property to sell, but that's just the overall activity for the Fraser Valley for detached homes. So now, benchmark prices. Single-family homes in all the Fraser Valley right now are at $1,534,500, that benchmark price. And that's a decrease of 0.6% compared to July, and it's an increase of 1.6% compared to August of last year. Townhouses are at $846,200, and that is a decrease of 0.5% compared to July, and an increase of 0.9% compared to last year in August. Apartments are at $553,500, and that is a decrease of 0.4% compared to July, and an increase of 2.5% compared to August of last year. So, of course, going from municipality to municipality, and we always like starting in our beautiful Abbotsford. And right now, detached prices for benchmark is in Abbotsford $1,214,300, and that's a decrease of 0.3% from last year and a decrease of 2.6% from last month. So two separate stats. Townhouses in Abbotsford are at $653,400, and that's a decrease of 7.9% from last year. But from July to August, so in August they went up 1.2%. Apartments in Abbotsford is $452,000, and that went up from last year 0.8%. And actually, August it went up 0.5%. So that helped that overall annual, like year-over-year average go up as well. Mission for detached benchmark prices are at $1,060,100, and that is an increase of 4.9% from last year. And in August, it actually went up a little bit, which helped that. It was 0.4%. Townhouses at $673,700, and that's down from last year, 3.4%. But actually, August, it went up 0.2%. And apartments in Mission at $461,200, down 4.2% from last year, but up slightly 0.6% from last month. And the reason earlier I said that I was surprised at the stats of August was I actually expected sales to be down, but also prices to be down a little bit. But it's showing that actually most benchmark prices actually went up a little bit. And with all the immigration growth, and there was and I actually shared it on my social media. A great mortgage broker I know shared it, and there was a huge amount of population that was missed on some stat or some survey, and that they didn't mention about housing, how much housing we actually do really need in the next couple of years. We already know we need way more than the housing starts, and then after the fires and everything, how many homes are we needing? And so and so that's the prices of properties and what people need: homes, roofs over their heads. And so let's go back into this. So we are going to now mention White Rock and South Surrey prices. So detached benchmark is at $1,999,300, and that's up 2.6% from last year and up 0.3% from last month. And townhouses in beautiful White Rock, South Surrey, at $977,600, and that is up 4.1% from last year and up 0.5% from the month before. And apartments are at $636,000, and that's up 3.9% from last year, and just straight across the same as it was in July. As of August. So Langley now detached benchmark prices at $1,638,700, and that is up 0.9% from last year and up 0.5% from last month. Townhouses, $856,200, and that's down 3% from last year, but up in August, 0.9%. And apartments are at $611,700, and that is up 0.5% from last year, but down in August just a little bit, 0.2%. And that is it. That is Langley. That was Langley, White Rock. Oh, Surrey. We got Surrey. Let's not forget the huge area of Surrey. So all of Surrey combined benchmark prices for detached homes, $1,675,400, up 1.4% from last year, but down 0.5% from last month. Townhouses, $881,600, and that's up 3.8% from last year, but down 1.3% from July. And apartments at $548,200, that's up 3.5% from last year, but down 0.9% from July. And now that is the whole Fraser Valley for you.
So once again, the real message there is that inventory is keeping prices relatively the same.
You got it. Supply and demand. And so we'll see what happens in September. We're going to have more listings on the market, but we're also going to have actually more buyers, because the buyers who have that 3-month hold and rate hold, they're going to continue wanting to try to get in, before the end of the year. They're going to want to try to find a place and move in especially before the holidays too. And that's why partly why September is so busy for buyers buying, and second best time of the year for sellers. Yeah. And the graph actually that shows if anybody out there wants the full report, just ask me. I'm happy to email it to you. I have it on my website. I upload it on our blog when we upload the show. But it goes into detail and great graphs going back to the early 70s, showing you what the prices overall have done. And but I expected it to go into a balanced market in August, but it's proven that it's just on the tip. In fact, it might just have dipped into it a little bit. It's really hard to tell on the graph, but it looks like it kind of dipped into it.
Right.
In August. Yeah. September, it's probably going to be seller's market again.
There we go.
Yeah. I'm already feeling it and seeing it.
You're feeling it.
Yeah. So I thought what would be fun this week, Curtis, is if you had a quote for us.
Well, I can do that. I got a few quotes kicking around. This is one of my favorites, even though it's maybe a little odd. Inside this room, all of my dreams become realities. Some of my realities become dreams. It's familiar, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Willy Wonka.
Oh my gosh, of course.
Because that's how I kind of feel about the studio here at the radio station. Always have kind of, so I kind of get that vibe.
Where's all the hidden candy? Is everything tasty?
We
Can I eat
down
everything?
This corridor that makes us look really big, and we come to this door. Yeah, it's
Is that bear a big gummy bear?
Yes. Yes, Violet. Or you, Veruca. Who would you be? Yes, you're Veruca, I've decided.
I want to fly, so I want to be the one that flies in that big space in that big room.
Well, we can work on that.
We're going to have candy. We're going to support local business at the Remax Magnolia in Mission downtown. And, the Candy Shack is there. And tons of different candies. Fun place. Well, we're going to have, I got this really cool, beautiful, one-of-a-kind French bakery trolley on wheels, and they're round, and they're for the French bakery. It's the neatest thing. I got it at the Renaissance in Langley. Love that furniture store. Oh my gosh. And so we're going to have candies all from the Candy Shack and in there. And so when you come by, hey, how's the market going? Scoop a little cup of candy, brought to you by the Candy Shack. Yeah, we're gonna be almost like Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory.
That.
Yeah,
that's very cool. All right, well, if people want more information about what candy you have and your listings and all that stuff, where can they go?
We'll have gummy bears and gummy worms and chocolate covered bears. They can go to michelecummins.ca.
And join us again next week when we will talk real estate in order to unlock your real estate potential on a show where real estate is maximized. Thanks for listening.